Kate here from Kate's Food Challenges. I am absolutely terrified because this is humongous.
I found her videos by Googling hot British girl swallows tons of meat. That's Kate, and she puts the gorge in gorgeous. As a competitive eater, she takes on some of the internet's most disgusting food challenges with the charm of Mary Poppins and the metabolism of a meth addict. The real prize for completing most food challenges is early onset colon cancer. America's favorite food challenge is Thanksgiving, and the rules are simple. Gamble on football, never mention Native American genocide, and shove 3 types of pie in your pie hole. It's the one day of the year we get together with people we've hated our entire lives to experience what it feels like to work at a Boston market. Gluttony is how we remind all the starving countries that we don't give a shit about them. But if Kate wants to have her cake and eat it too, in one sitting, I'll fly her across the pond to Hollywood, where women are discouraged from ever eating, in this week's CeWEBrity Profile. Welcome. I'm your server, Daniel. Is this your first time dining with us?
Yeah.
Well, everything on our menu is a food challenge. Can I start you with an appetizer? Maybe our holy moly, that's a shitload of guacamole?
Yeah, sounds easy.
We'll see.
Oh my God. What's in this?
The secret to our guacamole is that it's 100% wasabi.
Can I get a drink, please?
I can get you a drink, but it does avoid the appetizer challenge. Your name is Kate Ovens. Is that a stage name?
No, that's my real name.
Isn't that weird how that works out all the time?
I know. To be fair, I didn't expect any of this to happen, so.
Just to be a competitive eater, and your last name is Ovens. What a coincidence. How did you get into competitive eating?
I used to actually be kind of chubby growing up, and I used to be able to eat quite a lot. And then I decided when I was about 16 that I was going to lose all of the weight. But as I lost the weight, I didn't really lose my appetite. I was just always hungry. So found a challenge that was near me up in Newcastle, and I was the only person to ever finish it. So
You say chubby.
chubby, not fat.
You weren't fat.
No, I was sort of solid, I guess. But
Do you have any photos that you like to share of you when you were chubby?
I do have one. I actually got rid of all of them. I just hated the way I looked.
It's who you were.
I'm annoyed. I wish I had all the chubby photos to be like, this is who I used to be.
That's clearly the appeal here, is that you're an attractive woman that does such a unladylike.
Yeah.
Have you ever thrown up?
Once.
After eating?
That was in October last year, and that was right at the beginning, and I'm never doing that again.
What was the competition?
It was a challenge called the Trash Can Challenge, and it was a giant dustbin lid, and it's got chicken wings, a burger, bolognese, 2 portions of chips, onion rings, ribs, just everything pretty much.
Is it worse because it's over in the UK and the food there is so awful?
I only go to the good places now. They all contact me. I can actually have pick and choose of where I go.
How big was that burrito that you took down?
Pretty big, and you had to get it down in 10 minutes, which was interesting.
Did you ever cheat?
No. Well, the thing is, I lose about 50% of my challenges. There are so many competitive eaters who are so much better than me. So.
But they're ugly.
No, they're not. They're really not. They're all sort of, everyone's in their own way, so.
I understand. What was that one video I think it was the burger one, but I think it also happened to take down a milkshake at the end.
Yeah, no, that was the 28-ounce burger at a place called Jam Jar in Newcastle. That was one of my best ones, actually. To me, that's a dream. That probably sounds absolutely disgusting, but
yeah, it is.
It was delicious, and I've managed to finish that in under 10 minutes, so.
Hopefully you make it on our wall of fame.
Hopefully.
Only 5 people have ever made it, and 4 of them are Oprah.
Who was the other one?
Believe it or not, Pete Rose.
I don't know.
He's a baseball player.
Oh, okay.
Should be in the Hall of Fame, but you know, he had a gambling problem. America's pastime. You think you'll ever do the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
The thing is, I'm not good enough for it. Like.
The thing is, you're not welcome. This 4th of July is Independence Day. It's our nation's holiday.
You say that, but there's a girl from New Zealand who came this year.
That's what's so great about our country. We just open arms, unless you're Muslim or Mexican. Then we apparently have huge issues. How long do you think you're gonna do this?
I'm probably going to say maybe like a couple of years. It's fun now whilst I'm doing it, but takes a lot of time and effort.
What if your metabolism slows down?
My metabolism has never really been fast. I have to work really hard, so I'm completely aware of everything that's going to happen in the future.
What's a normal meal for you?
Probably chicken breast. I've got 4 different types of vegetables I have with it.
Yeah, you're pretty strict.
Yeah.
What kind of workouts are you doing?
I've actually got one of my friends as a personal trainer, and he's given me...
I don't like personal trainers. I find them creepy. Is he creepy at all?
No. He's the loveliest person ever. No. I know everyone kind of thinks that PTs are a little bit seedy, but he's one of my best friends. And
I'm sure he is. What's it like the next day? And you know what I'm asking about.
No, honestly, fine. Like, absolutely nothing wrong.
When you go on a date, do you have any problem eating in front of...
I would never eat, like, anything close to any of my challenge sizes at all in front of a date.
No?
No. I mean, it's the most emasculated. If I sat here with you doing a food challenge, like on a date and everything, you were getting full on like 1 burger and I'm there on like number 4, you'd think, oh God, like this is...
It's gonna be expensive, is what I'd be thinking.
Probably.
I don't know if I would be turned off, but I would just be like, this is gonna cost me in the long haul. You can only stuff your face with 1 meal for the rest of your life. What is it?
Pizza. That was like a no-brainer.
You ever had Chicago deep dish?
No, and I kill myself. I need to have it
You
everyone...
don't.
Really?
Oh, there's just no need.
Really?
I mean, pizza's so wonderful, and then they said, hey, why don't we take this thing that's wonderful and make it gross? It's like lasagna.
See, I like lasagna.
I like lasagna too, but it's already invented. All right, I've just been talking your ear off. Have you had a chance to decide what you like for an entree? Our specials tonight, we have a 72-ounce slider and a 1/4 mile long chili dog.
I think I might go with the fettuccine Alfredo.
Okay, that's actually called, fuck, that's gonna give me a lot of diarrhea, fettuccine Alfredo. I'll put that right in. Oh, hold on, I'm peeling off the seat. Be Alfredo, be very Alfredo. Now, for this challenge, you have to finish all of it before the video ends. Fresh Parmesan?
Yes.
Okay, say when. I'm not even gonna charge you for the extra Parmesan. Bon appetit.
It's horrible. No. Oh my God.
Someone didn't like their meal.
Where's the bathroom?
We don't have one. It voids the challenge. There is one at the Home Depot across the street, but if you use it, it voids the challenge.
I'm all right.
Ugh, gross. Hope you saved room for dessert.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly.
If you didn't save room for dessert, you void the challenge.
Fine.
Jeez, I hate my section. Do you like gummy bears?
Yeah, they're fine.
Great, because this adult novelty store sent me 1 ton of expired gummy dicks for free, and I'm gonna pass that savings on to you. You have 60 seconds, or...
It voids the challenge.
No! I murder the cook!
Eat those dicks, lady, I got a family.
Try not to use your teeth. It doesn't void the challenge, it's just my preference. It's time for our dumbest world record of the week.
3, 2, 1, go.
What the hellmans is going on here? The most mayonnaise eaten in 3 minutes is a real category. What was the previous world record? 1 teaspoon? She'd chase that with a can of tuna and swish it around, you nasty bitch.
Stop.
Ugh. Stick around, Guinness. She's gonna set another world record in a couple hours. Oh boy, she is a silky one. We definitely have a contender today. Here, hold this. World's creamiest dump. Now I just need to tag it and bag it, get it back to Ireland. The bag busted open in my checked luggage, total disaster. Sometimes you just have to leave it on the carousel and walk away. Time to get into swimsuit shape. And there's no better way to do that than by eating 1 pound of rich, creamy, unsalted butter.
Here you go, folks. 1 pound of grade AA butter. Here we go.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Come on, eat it. Oh, yeah. first half pound is always the hardest.
Oh my god.
Do it again, do it again.
Yeah, Coleman!
Now, this is from Jelly Belly's new line of prank jelly beans called Bean Boozled, which is also how Trump describes our relations with Mexico.
Okay, we got skunk spray or licorice.
Huh. I always thought their prank flavor was buttered popcorn. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it.
That's skunk spray. No!
Puke vids till I die. Intimate eye contact the whole way through. I like his style. I play a similar game with my overnight house guest called Mint or Plan B. Moving on.
Hi, welcome back to Human Reviews Pet Food. So it's about 2 a.m. I'm here in my basement. Oh yeah, look at that. And there's kind of these chunks of like different colored bits in there. This is a very saucy cat food. I may have needed a spoon for this. I don't think you're gonna see me barf. It ain't too bad. It's like steak pudding, I suppose. Oh.
YouTube removed the video where he reviewed a decapitated pigeon. That kibble nibbler in his mom's basement is Jimmy, and he's got the gaunt, heroin-addicted look you and your paleo diet could only dream of. That's right, he eats cat food. And if you've ever dined at a Hawaiian restaurant, you have too. We're not talking a little Baskin-Robbins tester spoonful either. Jimmy eats the whole goddamn can every time. Scoff all you want, but reviewing pet food has landed old Liver Breath an impressive 88 subscribers. That psycho doesn't even have a pet. The only thing sadder would be actually owning a cat. Pet food is low grade and not actually meant for humans, just like an Anna Kendrick movie. But pets spend several hours a day with their tongue shoved deep inside their assholes, so I'm not sure they have the most discriminating palates. Yes, we've all thought about biting into a begging strip now and then, but if Jimmy wants to risk his 9 lives eating placenta meat from a can, I'll grab a laser pointer and lead him to Tinseltown, where homeless people eat strays, for this week's CeWEBrity Profile.
There are those among us with a taste for the refined. Indulge in only the best.
Dinner time? I knew that would work, Jimmy. You can have your fancy feast after you answer a few questions. This is my co-host, Castro, my beloved Havanese of 16 years, passed away, had him stuffed. Now I'm an actual crazy cat person. I have 2 pumas. Love for you to review their food. They eat live antelope. How many videos have you made about cat food?
I filmed, I guess, 18 videos so far.
Why did you think this was a good idea?
Well, it was always a bad idea, but kind of the reason I started doing it was there's all these cat food and pet food reviews online, and they're kind of ridiculous because no one has any idea what the stuff tastes like. So you have all these people saying, my cat, you know, Mr. Fluffy, he'll only eat this kind of cat food. And so it's like if you had human food, instead of having restaurant reviews, you based all your reviews around your friend Tony, who was like the pickiest eater, and you just followed him around and said which restaurants he went to gave him gas.
Okay, there's a few holes in what you said, but I agree with one thing you said. Nothing upsets me more than when I'm at a restaurant and someone that I'm eating with asks the server, what do they like? First of all, they're a server. They probably can't even afford to eat in this restaurant. Now I'm gonna take their opinion
for what I want to eat tonight, I don't like that. Let me guess, it's all wonderful. But where this goes off the rails is you don't own a cat.
I don't. I just walk into the grocery store and I kind of, I just say, ooh, that one looks good.
How far can you spray your urine now?
It depends on which can you eat, Yeah, I mean, I have started, like burying my poo.
You got long fingers.
Yeah, I do. You need a Zyrtec?
No, I'm a Flonase man now. Flonase. For allergies so bad you have to blast poison directly into your nostrils. What's your favorite co-host that you've had on your show?
I think I like Jeju, the black pig.
Why have a co-host?
Well, I just thought it was kind of just a fun thing to do.
Okay. And you've got answers. By the way, a tall glass of water. How tall are you?
6'4".
You and me both.
Oh, all right.
You don't look 6'4" on camera, and maybe that's because you're eating cat food, and I'm completely distracted.
I think it stunts your growth a little bit.
Can you imagine how tall you would have been? 6'4", and you're thin. What do you weigh?
Around 150.
Do you do anything to stay that thin other than have a horrible diet of cat food?
Yeah, basically, you just poison yourself and don't exercise too much so that you don't get ripped.
Is it actually poisonous?
It's not approved for human consumption.
Have you told your doctor that you eat cat food?
I have not. I don't know what they would think of that.
I know what they would think.
Yeah.
They would say, hey, you probably shouldn't do this. Have you ever thrown up from it?
I've never thrown up. I'm actually a little bit surprised.
What about your stool? How's your stool?
Seems pretty normal. I have had a tuna fart, I guess. Or, it just smells a little funny when it comes out.
Sure, that seems normal. A tuna fart. That was my wife's nickname in college. Why do you chew so slow?
I think some of this stuff's just really chewy. It just takes a while to get through.
What's the worst cat food you've ever tasted?
The worst stuff I've done is Friskies savory shreds. I called it worm turds. Just imagine instead of having a chunk of cat food, you've got the nice little slivers. The texture is really what gets to me with these things. Like if you have a weird little pieces of grit within the cat food, that's what makes me gag, basically.
Were you a picky eater as a child?
Not really. Pretty much the only thing is I wouldn't eat bananas.
Really? What about a banana pudding where there's still chunks of bananas in the pudding?
No, that's making me feel not so great.
No, Magnolia Bakery. Magnolia Bakery. Now, they have a chocolate banana pudding there, and then they have this brown sugar cookie. A little overpriced on the cookie, but it's so good. I have 2 of those on my walk back. What about banana runts, the hard candies?
They're okay. I'm not a big fan. I liked banana chips, though. I always liked those.
Banana chips are good. What about a date? Do you like a date?
The
fruit, the dates. The answer is no. Nobody likes dates.
Not really.
Would you ever eat cat meat?
Tough one. Well, I've eaten some strange things. Chicken.
Chicken's not strange.
Chicken feet.
Oh. Well, you got to finish the statement. You can't just say chicken.
I think I might, but I wouldn't feel very good about it.
I don't think you should. I think you should say you would not eat cat meat.
I would definitely not eat cat meat.
All right.
But I definitely would.
Fair enough. When you go to a restaurant, is your first instinct to see if they have a cat menu?
I usually ask for a doggy bag, at least.
Why a doggy bag and not a kitty bag?
I think because people feed their leftovers to their dog more than they do to their cat, right?
You're 100% right.
Okay.
No, I didn't know that. But when you said that, it was just like, bell went off and I was like, he's fucking exactly right. Do you see your YouTube channel as more of a hobby or a cry for help?
Maybe both. It's fun to see what new lows you can reach. Sometimes I'm like in a basement. It's the middle of the night, just eating cat food.
Will you take requests?
Yeah, I'll take requests.
Okay.
Do you have any requests?
I do. They call this the Meow Mix Suicide Smoothie Challenge. It's a real internet thing that I definitely didn't just make up. Good God. Ooh. The smell from cat food. This one's dense. Now I'm seeing peas,
That actually looks
carrots.
like chicken noodle soup, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you two of those.
It's like applesauce mixed with refried beans.
It looks like fucking diarrhea.
What's that?
Turducken! You ever had a turducken?
Yeah, actually, apparently they're pretty big in Delaware.
I used to date a girl from Delaware, had cystic fibrosis. Pretty sure she's not with us anymore.
Nice worms.
Oh, that is foul ball, bro. Woo! I'm gonna do you a favor and not do too much. And top it off.
My milkshake brings all the kitties to the kitchen. Meow, 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 meow.
You having some of this?
Well, I only made one serving.
Oh.
Bon appetit.
Smells lovely. It's a little chunky, but not too chunky. You blended it pretty well. So it's not too bad. It's got like maybe a hint of carrot, a very strong kibble flavor.
Did I put too much kibble in it? I thought I put too much kibble in it.
I'll give this one 5 meows out of 5.
That's a perfect score.
If your litter box isn't full, it's about to be.
Okay, my pumas.
I swear to God, it's so much.
Oh no, I know what you're thinking. He made eating a tablespoon of cinnamon look easy. The internet is full of challenges, and I was told they're all impossible. Impossible? That's not a word I'm familiar with. Hi, I'm about to do the cinnamon challenge and the saltine cracker challenge, all in under 1 minute while on salvia. And if there's time, I'm also gonna karate chop 100 coconuts. 60 seconds on the clock, but first, I need to take a hit of my salvia. You wanna hold that in for about 20 seconds or until your eyes start to vibrate.
You can't be funny.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Legally, I have to say that I did not smoke any salvia. But on the real, I'll tweet the deets later.